Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Revealing Biblical Truths. In this video, we'll be showing you the site of the Ishtar Gate, as well as other landmarks that are associated with King Nebuchadnezzar. Before we get started, go ahead and like, share, subscribe with notifications on, and comment down below on what you think on the Ishtar Gate. The Ishtar Gate at the Pergamum Museum is the upper part of the ancient 8th gate to the inner city of Babylon. It was excavated in the early 20th century, and a reconstruction using original bricks was completed in 1930. It is now shown in Berlin's Pergamon Museum. It was built over earlier structures erected during the reign of Nebuchadnezzar, his father, King Nabopolassar, who reigned from 626 to 605 BCE. As the main gateway to the city, its function was to awe visitors with the power and grandeur of Nebuchadnezzar's restoration. In this first pic, you see the reconstructed Ishtar Gate in the Pergamon Museum in Berlin. The external facade features 2 columns and 5 rows of depicted animals on 2 separate panels on each side of the entrance portal. Rows on both panels from top to bottom depict aurochs and dragons. The front of the gate has a low-relief sculpted design with a repeated pattern of images of the 2 major gods of the Babylonian pantheon. This is only the top half of the outermost gate. The second pic is showing King Nebuchadnezzar II, or the reconstruction of the gate, and dedicated it to the Babylonian goddess Ishtar, or what we would say is Easter. The gate was constructed using a glazed brick with alternating rows of dragons and aurochs, which are called bulls, and lions, symbolizing the gods Marduk, Adad, and Ishtar, respectively. Parts of the gate and lions from the processional way are in various other museums around the world. Only 4 museums acquired the dragons, while lions went to several museums. The upper part of the gate had in fact been found in thousands of fragments, which were taken to Berlin and painstakingly restored to produce the monument that is now visible in the museum. In an effort to illustrate this ancient site in a new way, they have virtually reassembled the Ishtar Gate in its original location. The work of this project illustrates how the ancient landmark would have looked before it was parted. In this pic, we see the decorations of the walls of the Ishtar Gate, consisting of alternated figures of bulls and dragons. They are placed in horizontal rows on the parts of the walls that are open to observation by those entering or passing, and also on the front of both of the northern wings, but not where they would be wholly or partially invisible to the casual observer. The rows are repeated one above another. Dragons and bulls are never mixed in the same horizontal row, but a line of bulls followed by a line of the dragons. Next, we see the inscription of Nebuchadnezzar. The part of the Akkadian cuneiform inscription of Nebuchadnezzar II, dedicated by Nebuchadnezzar to explain the gate's purpose. It is 15 meters tall by 10 meters wide, and the inscription is in white glazed and blue glazed bricks and includes 60 lines of writing. The inscription was created around the same time as the gate's construction, around 605 to 562 BC. The inscription mentions Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, the pious prince appointed by the will of Marduk, and then goes on to appraise him and provide some details of the building project. This is an artistic reconstruction of a 6th century BC structure erected by Nebuchadnezzar II. The bricks of the Ishtar Gate were made from finely textured clay pressed into wooden forms. Each of the animal reliefs were also made from bricks formed by pressing clay into reusable molds. Seams between the bricks were carefully planned not to occur on the eyes of the animals or any other aesthetically unacceptable places. The bricks were sun-dried and then fired once before glazing. The clay was brownish red in this bisque-fired state. The second god shown in the pattern of reliefs on the Ishtar Gate is Adad, also known as Ishkur, whose sacred animal was the aurochs, which is a now extinct ancestor of cattle. Adad had the power over destructive storms and beneficial rain. The design of the Ishtar Gate also includes linear borders and a pattern of rosettes, often seen as symbols of fertility. This is a close-up of the Meshushu dragon on the Ishtar Gate, a mythological hybrid. It is a scaly dragon with hind legs resembling the talons of an eagle, the feline forelegs, a long neck and tail, a horned head, a snake-like tongue, and a crest. The Meshushu is the sacred animal of Marduk and his son Nabu during the Neo-Babylonian Empire. It was overtaken by Marduk from Tishpak, a local god of Ashunu. Marduk was seen as the divine champion of the good against evil, and the incantations of the Babylonians are often sought his protection. The Lion of Babylon, from a portion of a processional way, symbolically represented the king of Babylon. Ishtar, symbolized by the star and her sacred animal the lion, she was also the goddess of war and protector during the ruling dynasties of their armies. Looking across the length of the interior of the lower parts in the pathway, through the gate ran the processional way, which was lined with walls showing about 120 lions, bulls, and dragons and flowers on enameled yellow and black glazed brick, symbolizing the goddess Ishtar. The gate itself depicted only gods and goddesses. Several important buildings stood around the gate's interior, including the Ninmah Temple to the east, the Emah Temple, as seen from the west, looking over the Ishtar Gate in the bottom and foreground. Currently, the walls and the roofs of the temple are in a very bad condition, and no recent renovations have been done. Due to its use as a military base by the U.S. government, the site has been suffered extensive damage, according to a study by the British Museum, and the damage was extensive. About 300,000 square meters was covered with gravel. If you enjoyed this video, like and share. Thanks for watching. Till next time, Shalom.